All right, well, woke up this morning to this message on my screen. All right, well, got another software update that's ready to install. We'll go ahead and start that and see what it says when it's downloaded. See here, new update, peak power increase. Your vehicle's power has been increased by approximately 5%, improving acceleration and performance. Awesome. Because I have a feeling that one of the previous updates slowed the car down just a touch. Anyway, you can move, let's see here, summon with key fob. Let's see, using a paired key fob. Summon with the key fob requires continuous press. I don't own a key fob yet, so that doesn't affect me. Sentry mode. I already had sentry mode, so... Oh, side cameras now work with the dash cam. That's great. So, excellent. We don't take our dog in the car, so dog mode doesn't really affect me, but very cool. I'm curious to see what the acceleration feels like. Awesome. So as you can see, Tesla has supposedly increased the performance of the Model 3s by 5%. So I would assume that's across the board. I don't know if the performance or the all-wheel drive cars will have it as well. For those of you that don't know, my car is a long-range rear-wheel drive Model 3. And so I don't own a V-Box to test acceleration, but I can tell you that shortly after I got the car, the day I picked up the car, I was shocked at its acceleration. And again, I don't own a V-Box, but I have an app on my phone, and that is an acceleration app. And I don't know if it was accurate or not, but as far as exact acceleration time, but it was listing acceleration as 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat, 4.99 to 5.01, but it was almost always 5.00 seconds all the time. Well, then I don't remember which software update it was, but a couple software updates into owning the car definitely felt like it slowed down a little bit, and there was a little bit of online sort of complaining, I guess you could say, where people said, "Hey, I think my car slowed down a little bit," and so I checked it again, and I was showing 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds. Now, I don't know that it really slowed down that far. Again, it was just a phone app I was using. So, but I can tell you, I've driven this car for 33,920 miles, so just short of 34,000 miles. I've gotten very used to the performance level of this car, and this software update, you can feel it. It's not extreme, it's not tremendous, but you definitely can feel it. Tesla says it's 5%. That probably feels right. I was going to guess closer to 10%, but it definitely pulls stronger. So, which is nice. I mean, the car is already pretty fast, but you know, every little bit helps. So I don't know if they did slow it down in the past and they just sped it back up. I don't know if maybe they came up with a different algorithm for the inverter that is teasing a little bit more power out of the inverter. I honestly don't know what they did exactly, but I can tell you that 2 thumbs up for sure. This thing rips. So I'm thrilled with it, and you know, I'm excited to see if Tesla does anything else as far as performance increases for the cars, you know, in the future. So anyway, I'm happy with it, but you know, I've been happy with the car since I've owned it. So definitely the main difference, I've noticed that the car now with a passenger in the car pulls just as hard as it used to with me alone in the car. There was a noticeable, not huge, but noticeable difference when someone would get into the car with me, and you know, I would try and demonstrate the acceleration by flooring it for them. And I'm like, yeah, it's a little slower. Well, now with a person in the car, it's just as fast as when I was alone. So now when I'm alone, I can definitely feel it pulling harder. So that's my take on it. Short video for today, but yeah, definitely thrilled with it. So one thing as I've been driving the car around that I've noticed is the throttle response is better. When you initially blip it, it really pulls. The front end leaps up a little bit more. Now I have noticed that right off the line from a dead stop at 0, flooring it up to about 30, it's still kind of soft, which is what Model 3s are. But man, when you get up around 30 or so and you just blip the throttle, it really pulls. So the throttle response is sharper. I've also noticed that I can hear more sound coming from the motor. There's more of that whoop sound as it spools up under power. So yeah, definitely pleased about it. I haven't been on the expressway to know if the power continues for longer or not. It used to be that strong acceleration was available from 30 through about, say, 55 or 60, peaked right at 40 miles an hour, where you could see the power graph go way up and peak at 40 and then drop down. I get the impression that it pulls a little bit harder for a little bit longer, but once I'm on the expressway and I can accelerate up to 75 or 80, slow down and accelerate a few times, I'll have a better feel for the above 60 acceleration. So you guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Take it easy now.